Yo, Kern, what's up, baby? What's up?
What's happening, baby? What's happening?
Living life. Living life, baby.
Yeah, all right. We out here. I love it.
We are out here. We are. It's let me ask you, how was your Christmas, man?
No, it was dope. It was dope. Got a little something, nothing too crazy, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
Chilling. Got a brand new hat.
Oh, you got one of them too.
I just happened to see you.
Oh, you got that merch? You got that merch? Oh, Adam's on the back.
You know, we out here. You know, we got the new merch
we out here, man.
Got the new merch.
Yeah, we out. We out of here. Just got drafted. First round draft picks, baby. Hey, I'll take to that.
Hey. Oh man.
But in all seriousness, thank you to our wives.
Yeah, they hooked us up. Appreciate you.
They hooked us up. Appreciate you guys, BSM. How'd the little one live like Christmas?
Oh, he loved it, yeah, bro. He loved it. He this was like his first time actually opening presents.
Oh yeah?
And he understood this assignment ASAP, bro. Like after the first present, he was just ripping everything up. He loved it. He got a new a walking keyboard, so it's like you put it on the floor and he could walk on it.
Oh, I love those things.
Yeah. He got like a bag full of instruments, so it's like a tambourine, cymbals, like the little maracas, the little shaky, scratchy thingy, and a bunch of unnecessary noise.
Hey, let me ask you something real quick.
Talk to me.
Are those the new instruments you're playing downtown?
Yeah. It's a group effort, you know what I mean? We're the Jackson 3 over here. Sydney 3.
Getting your son into this?
Me, my wife, and my kid about to be downtown Orlando, y'all. Fucking lost, yo.
You guys are gonna look like those homeless people, the family. Just give us some money.
What you mean? Nah, we take requests, whatever you want to hear. A, B, C, and whatnot. We got you.
Okay, little Mike. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like the Muppets, and Kai's gonna be the animal.
Hey, that's cool. As long as I'm Kermit, I'm okay with it.
Kermit? Ooh, who was Sam? Miss Piggy? She can't be Miss Piggy.
Why? If that's Kermit's wife?
You're right. Does she want to be Miss Piggy, though?
You know what? I ain't trying to get slapped, so I don't know.
Yeah, why don't you go ask her and tell her?
I'm gonna ask. I ain't trying to get, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to get pieced up.
Hey, be like, hey, just so you know, you're Miss Piggy. She'd be like, excuse me? I'm Kermit.
Like, whoa. I'm Kermit. You're Miss Piggy. You about to go downtown and make some money.
You call me a pig? Well, I mean, no, not really. It's just, you know what? Never mind.
Oh, man. But yeah, I lost.
But anyways, I'm glad you had
like I'm still in it.
We're still in this, dog. It's for pride right now. It's for pride, Kern.
What is it?
It is.
Bro, I lost.
Bro, if you lose this week, I don't have to worry about anything. You lose this week, you're going downtown. So if you lose and I lose, I'm fine. You tell her she was Miss Piggy?
Nah, I didn't want to get shot yet. So I was keeping that one to myself.
Hey, just so you know, you have no place to stay over here, so I'm out of the question if you get kicked out.
I was snuggling up right next to Moose. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what? He might like that.
I'm saying.
Hey, you know, we got a futon, we got a couch. You have one day max to figure it out.
I'll take a floor. I don't give a damn.
We have a floor. We do. It's not very comfortable.
Perfect. And shit. long as I can't even park the car. We share a car. I just thought about that. Can't even sleep in the car. God damn it.
Yeah, my car's off limits, man.
What you mean? Y'all can't fit in your little Fiat or whatever the hell you drive?
Time out, it ain't no damn Fiat.
Might as well be. That'd be small as shit.
And it still fits everything I need.
You're right.
Leave my little toaster out of this.
Small packages, right?
Hey, that's right. That's what Bia told me.
Mm-hmm. Hey, keep telling yourself that.
I do every day. My pep talk in the morning. And leave my little toaster out of it.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Yo, this season has flown by so fast.
I know, man. I say this every week, but jeez, man. It's crazy.
I really, it is. I did not expect for it to go by as fast as it did. I feel like I did not watch enough football.
I don't know if football was enjoyable this year. I think there was just a lot of new faces and new places, people we haven't heard of, like rookies, a lot of injuries, so it was hard to keep up with.
I feel that.
It was like right when you got comfortable with someone, it was like they got benched or they got hurt.
Mm-hmm. But I kind of feel like the injuries add excitement because it's not the same faces now. Like, oh, all right, what's Aaron Rodgers going to do this year? It's kind of like, oh, Zach Wilson has to step up again. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it's interesting seeing all these backup quarterbacks come out of nowhere and doing their thing. Besides Zach Wilson and balling out. I wouldn't even qualify Zach Wilson as a backup quarterback because somehow he always makes his way to a starter. But he always makes his way to a starter somehow, some way. Third string, fourth string, parking lot, security guard. He's always a fucking starter, no matter what he's doing.
And he sucks at all of it.
It's just like, yo.
He was a security guard hitting on all the moms. Yo, Zach, you're not supposed to be fighting. You're supposed to be security. Oh, my fault.
My bad.
But no, I mean, it is, last week was the first week of the playoffs for, Sundays are for the league, first round playoffs. I mean, you had Corey and Drew had that very relaxing first round bye.
Yep.
They didn't have to worry about anything. They could just sit back, start whoever the hell they wanted. Didn't have to worry about a damn thing.
Just sitting back, living a dream, man.
Living the dreams after 15 weeks. They earned the bye automatic to the semifinals. Like, it must have been nice, man, just to sit back 1 week, not have to worry about that damn thing.
Right?
Like, who the hell am I starting? It don't matter. I don't gotta play nobody.
As much shit as I talk about Drew, honestly, congrats to him being back in there. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Real talk. Him doing his thing back to back like that. Come on.
Good. First year he won it. Second year he came in third. He's back in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure he's had a bye every year. There's somehow, some way that he figures it out. As much shit as we do talk, I mean, he has something figured out.
He's got something, man. I don't know what it is. He's figured it out. He's got the recipe. But at the end of the day, I still hate him in fantasy. Congrats. I'll give you your flowers. Do your thing. But at the end of the day, eat a dick, Drew. All right? That's all it is. I hope you do your thing. You know what I mean? Go as far as you can. No hate over here.
Yeah.
But no love, baby.
Hopefully Corey and Drew, enjoyed their bye week. Is the games we did have, there was 4 other teams that were playing. It was Emma and our other host on this, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
The Sneaky Snooks and the Wise Guy, Queen City Wise Guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the hottest team, in my opinion, which is Ryan. His team's coming out of nowhere. I think he's on like a 6 or 7 game win streak.
Really?
Oh, yeah. His team got hot, man. Like, hot. he was sitting almost eliminated, and then he went on his team just caught fire, and then he played Teddy, his first appearance in the playoffs, and let's just say Teddy couldn't live up to the hype, just like the Jaguars, and choke. But he tried.
Damn. Teddy's back, baby.
Teddy's back. We said it. Teddy's team runs through the Jaguars, and the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence played like shit on his high ankle sprain. Somehow he's out there. ETN didn't really do much. And I don't even think Ryan. Looking back at it, I don't even think Ryan really went off. To be completely honest, it was just Teddy didn't do shit. It was definitely like a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
So let's see, round 1 of the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, he put up 129 points. Teddy only scored 105. So definitely not how you want to start your playoff debut. But
not at all.
But, it was nice to see Teddy there, a new face.
Yeah, exactly. He popped up. He did his thing. He's popped in, said hello, but said bye. It was a quick little pop in, pop out like a bank heist.
And I'll give him credit. He finished dead last the last 2 years, so to actually go from last to first, or whatever he's going to finish, to the playoffs, huge accomplishment. So congrats to him, for making the playoffs, because, we're sitting here fighting for see who goes downtown in the fucking losers bracket.
Man, I'm saying the way it's looking right now, maybe me, yo. I'm trying not to put that bad juju out, but
yeah,
the way my squad's been going, for some reason, my whole bench last week decided to go off. But all my starters was like, nah, I'm gonna take the week off. I'm chilling.
Yeah, your team went right back to reality after pulling off that upset with Lincoln score. It's like, all right, we got the win. That's all we needed.
Seriously, I was like, we got it. Cool, chilling. Just back to being ass.
What'd you do? Good. It was the 90 club, wasn't it?
I think. Let me double check.
Yeah, 98. But the thing is, Daddy's team, who put up 66.6 the week before, is Bijan Robinson came out and played. Najee Harris came out and played. It was like his team finally clicked at the wrong time. And of course, they're playing you.
Exactly. But, it is what it is. Can't even be too mad at it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my team decided, hey, let's go off. Because why? We're not in the playoffs. We're not in the mood. Like, we're not going to get into the playoffs. Already lost that one. Put up 104 points. Hey, we're not in the playoffs anymore. Let's go off now.
Exactly. They just wanted to show off a little bit. Like, hey, we can still play. We can do our thing. We just didn't want to.
Yeah, so now it's like 163. And the thing is, if I would have beat Emma the week before the playoffs, I would have been in. I would have been playing Mike last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before I say the results of that game, we're going to get into that game, which was Emma, as I told Mike to be careful, as she is a freaking sneaky-ass team. Her team can go off at any time. And he was actually, and that is exactly what her team did. Her team caught fire when they needed to and put up 156 points. Derek Carr, for some reason, is playing his best football in the last 2 games when he's needed it. Derrick Henry finally went off. But he was down, and he was looking pretty. It was because Emma had him by, I texted Mike. I was like, he was getting nervous. He's like, man, I'm nervous about this, bro. But how much was he down by? Purdy needed 26.86 points to win. So
I'm saying. Oh, how you feeling about the Dolphins? I'm saying AFC champs. Okay, let me rephrase. AFC Division Championship. They'll make it, but they're not going to be champions.
So you think they're going to make the championship game in the AFC?
Yes.
I don't.
I've been calling it all podcasts, bro, all season.
I know you have it. I don't know. The Cowboys, for people claiming that they're the best or whatever, is they literally were handed the fucking division.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles pretty much handed it to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they shit the fucking bed. And this is where it comes down to every fucking year with Dallas. When it counts, they never fucking win.
Yeah, I love hearing it. Continue. I love the Cowboys hate. I got nothing to say. Go ahead. I love hearing it.
I know you do. As far as Miami, I don't have enough confidence in them right now.
Like that's what I'm saying. They won't be championship. They won't be the champs. But I feel like they'll make it. If Tyreek Hill stays healthy, they'll make it.
I want to say yes, but I think they lose first round.
Really?
I do.
I don't know, man.
Actually, I'm not going to say that because I got to see who they play. Because if they play a decent defense, then I say game over.
Really?
I still don't think Tua is all that good. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. If Tyreek stays healthy, not Tua.
I understand that, but Tua has to play in the playoffs. They're going to blitz him. They're going to put him under pressure. They're not going to give him time to throw it to Tyreek Hill, is my thing.
That's true.
Because they're going to get to him quick. He has to think about it. Is when he has to think about it and sit there. He doesn't have a strong arm.
No.
And if you just make him throw it to where, if they stop the run with Mozart and everything, and they actually make Tyreek Hill work for his yardage and have Tua actually work, game over. Because what makes that offense good is that run game.
I see what you're saying.
Because if you don't have a run game, you can't do all that stuff. Is because the play action fake and all this other stuff. Because it's going to throw them off. Because if you're just throwing there and you know what's coming, you can do it. So if they stop that run, luck.
Okay. I'm still sticking to it, though, yeah.
And then the 49ers, they got exposed big time.
The 49ers played this weekend. I completely forgot.
The Ravens, and got demolished.
Oh, that's right.
And that's going to get us back to the Sneaky Snakes and Mike, the Queen City Wise guys. Is
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy, that's what it came down to. Emma was up by 26.86 or something like that. He only needed 26 points. And Brock Purdy level, that was nothing. He's averaging, in our league, 45. He's gone 40 or more in each of the past 3-4 games. So I was like,
Bro's been killing it.
He's been killing it. But what was that, Monday night? Brock Purdy. And that San Francisco 49ers, besides Christian McCaffrey, got exposed. And they got exposed bad. 4 interceptions. 4 interceptions.
This is why I brought up the question last week, or was it the week before? Is Brock Purdy really an MVP caliber quarterback? Or is just the screen, the slants, Debo, the accessories that he has around him that's making him look so good? Because think about it, the Ravens defense hasn't been balling out like that all season.
No, I think the Ravens have had one of the most underrated defenses this year. Is you don't really hear about defenses and them balling like you hear about the Steelers because they have T.J. Watt and they can bowl every now and then. You hear about Myles Garrett and the Browns. You even hear about Chris Jones and the Kansas City Chiefs, them balling out. Cam Jordan and the Saints every now and then. You don't really hear too much about the Ravens defense because it's mostly Lamar Jackson, Odell Beckham, Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers, yeah.
So it's hard to I think they have a bunch of studs like Patrick Queen at linebacker, Humphreys.
Yeah.
Like they have a solid defense. And I'm pretty sure they have Clowney. I think they have Clowney.
They do.
Yeah. And he's not the Clowney that when he first came in, but he puts pressure on the quarterbacks, and he's still that great veteran rusher that still puts pressure on the quarterback, and that can still do his thing, which is a hell of a lot. So I think the Ravens have one of the most underrated, because you even hear about the Jets. We see how good they are, the Cowboys. You don't really hear about the Ravens. But I think...
I never thought about that now that you're saying it.
Yeah, they just fly under the radar. They have a solid defense. I'm not going to say it's the best, but they have a pretty solid defense that's not really talked about.
Yeah. I've never actually thought about that.
Yeah. So it's...
like you said, it's always like I don't want to say big name defenses, but it's always like the larger named teams, like Steelers, like you said, Eagles, even because you always hear Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, T.J. Watt,
Smith,
anyone, yeah. So it's like
and Patrick Queen is one of the best linebackers in the game. It's I don't think they have like that big time name where someone is going to put up 17 sacks like a T.J. Watt or a Trey Hendrickson from Cincinnati or a Myles Garrett. They're going to put up sacks, but I think they're more of a team defense to where they rely on that whole team to come out as a unit rather than you put your whole team around Patrick Queen. He's their main guy, but then you put everybody around him, and everybody else can build off him, and it's more of a team effort than just a Myles Garrett or a T.J. Watt.
I feel that. That makes sense.
But, yeah, they definitely exposed... and I think Trent Williams... That's him, right? Trent Williams? Left tackle? Yeah, he got injured. Yeah. From what I heard, I think I read this right. They said Trent Williams got hurt, his backup got hurt, and then that backup got hurt.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the way they made it sound. Is I know for sure that they said Trent Williams got injured and his backup got injured. The third, it sounded like, I don't know if they said another backup, as in like another offensive line backup got injured, or if it was the same like third string got injured. But the way they made it sounded like 3 left tackles got injured. I'm like, well, and having Trent Williams out there is, I don't care who you have out there. If you don't have Trent Williams, it's game over.
Oh, without a doubt, he's a huge key component to the offensive line.
And when they have lost and they have looked bad, who's been out? Trent Williams. He hasn't been 100%. That left tackle that's the blind side.
Yeah, people don't understand how essential the left tackle is in the game. Well, offensive linemen in general.
Yeah.
They always say, like, oh, they're just fat guys. They could block. Anyone could do that. Imagine trying to moonwalk when another 300-pounder is coming at you and you got to hold your spot.
Yep. And we saw... So oh, yeah. And for Tua, it's the right tackle because he's lefty. That's your blind... Like, that is your blind side. You don't see where that's going.
Exactly. So I give a lot of credit to... I can't say much because I never took it as far as I wanted to. I just made it to college. Yay, woohoo. But I give so much credit to all linemen because people downplay the linemen. Even defensive linemen sometimes is like, come on, yo. Like you don't know what you're talking about. You've never played organized football before. You played in the backyard.
Starting to see it. Yeah, I get what you're saying. And you don't, like, if you're really, like, you're looking in the draft, especially the past, 10 years, is you're seeing linemen get drafted first.
Yeah.
Defense.
Yeah.
Offense. That's what you have to build. Like, I don't care who you we saw it the last year with Tom Brady. His offense got hurt. They had no other offense. His left tackle sucked. Sucked ass.
Yep.
I don't care how great of a quarterback you are, how many Super Bowls you've won, how many records you hold. If you don't have a good offensive line, you're ass. You can have T.O., Randy Moss, Gronk, Kelsey. You can have Barry Sanders running that ball. If you have no offensive line that can't do shit and give that quarterback time or that running back a wide open, you're worthless.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not going to have time to throw it to him.
Exactly. I was going to say that from a quarterback aspect, you need time back there.
Yeah.
You need 5 seconds. If you don't have those 5 seconds or 4 seconds,
yeah,
you can't run slants all day.
You can have a bunch of Hall of Famers out there, but if you have a shitty-ass O-line that no one's even heard of and they're not doing their job, all those Hall of Famers, guess what? They ain't making the Pro Bowl.
Exactly.
They don't have the stats because you're not. It's like, and I'll say that with like Carolina right now, Bryce Young I'm not gonna blame it all on him because that offensive line is god awful.
Yeah,
we're seeing it kind of.
You could have shot out of
me. It is terrible. I watched one game with Carolina, and Bryce Young, he's not matured enough to know what to do when he gets pressured. He panics real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, he calls hike. There's already people in the backfield, and he's like, "What the hell do I even do?" And the Commanders are the same way with Sam Howell is, dude. That man has been sacked over 100 times, almost.
Yeah, you can't expect a quarterback to survive without an offensive line. Like you said, perfect example was Tom Brady with the Bucs. Like you said before, like he's obviously going to go down in the Hall of Fame.
Probably,
but he had a shitty last season.
Ever.
Exactly, and he had a shitty last season because of what reason? The offensive line.
But no, I think Brock Purdy's good. Like I said, you're going to have those games. He went through it 3 other times. He went on a little losing streak. Bounce back, let it go. He'll be back. Mm-hmm. He'll bounce back. But we're starting to see these 49ers every year. They get to the playoffs, and their key guys get injured. It's usually the quarterback. But every year we're seeing it. Deebo Samuel, I don't think, is 100%. He hasn't been 100% all year long.
No.
George Kittle, he's been, but they don't utilize him as much. Like every now and then when they need to. Brandon Ayuk has to stay healthy. CMC is their only, pretty much, they can do it all.
I mean, but think about it. They don't really need George Kittle because there's so many key factors on that team.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, why? Damn. So I was like, why even? Not even why even, but why focus on the tight end when it's like, oh, Debo's up wide open. Oh,
yeah.
He's going to run for 20 yards. Oh, Brandon Ayuk's running the streak down the middle. So it's like, I feel bad for George Kittle in a way, honestly, because he's not getting not the exposure, but the receptions that he needs, the love that he
needs. We think of tight ends as people. As big wide receivers, pretty much. Like lineman / wide receiver. Yeah. Because they're big, but they can also catch and they have somewhat good speed.
Fact.
But what they don't see is what kind of block, like what makes a great tight end is you can catch all day long. You can run around. Mm-hmm. What kind of blocker are you? And that is what George Kittle is. He doesn't get enough credit for. Is even though he's not, in fantasy, we see it. He's not. I see it. He was on the fumbles list multiple times. I've had to take shots of him. But if we were to get points off of blocking and blocking downfield and making holes, I would probably have 30 points a game.
Oh, without a doubt.
That's what the tight ends, that's what makes you a tight end. Gronk did it forever. Kelsey can block. George Kittle is a workhorse. You wonder why CMC has wide open holes on the outside? Because you have Trent Williams, great, but then you have George Kittle that is a good blocker, and he continues to work downfield.
That's a fact. If you look at all the great tight ends in NFL history, Tony Gonzalez, great blocker. Jimmy Graham, great blocker. Jeremy Shockey, great blocker. They had hands. They can catch whatever the fuck they wanted to. Yep. At the same time, they were like an extra offensive lineman out there.
Yeah.
So I agree. If there was points for blocking, Kittle would have been my first pick.
Well, yeah. I mean, just watching that dude doesn't fucking care. He's like the only one, and Gronk did it a lot too. They will slow it down and show you what kind of blocking they're making, like how much of a difference it is. It's like, oh, where was Kittle? He was blocking. You would think he's another tackle.
Yeah, exactly. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't think tight ends get enough credit for that. We think of them as just receivers. They're just a receiver, and that's true. It's nice, but you also got to be able to block. Because if you can't block, you see some of these tight ends that come in just for goal line because they can block.
Yeah.
Like people that you would never bring in on anything else except for goal line because they can block. If you have a tight end, it's a game changer because then you can utilize him in so many different ways and make it seem like he's blocking, like as we see with a lot of these tight ends that are open in the end zone off a fake, is because you think they're going to block, and then boom, there they are. It gives you that. If they know you're not a blocking tight end, they know damn well you're not going to block.
Exactly.
But
I think an example of blocking downfield is, a bad example at least, is George Pickens.
Oh, good Lord. I hate that dude. He did it 2 games in a row, too.
Yeah. He throws a hissy fit, gets mad, and doesn't want to block for your own teammate. Like, who the hell are you, bro?
Dude, I cannot talk. We just had this talk at work. We are letting these guys, these young, I'm not even going to call them studs, a bunch of young talent. Rookies that are supposed to be studs, but dude, he's in his second year. You literally, I understand the team's not what you thought it was. Bro, at least block. Oh, well, it's not coming to me. Yes, it was. You don't know where the ball's going to end up. You don't know if he's going to make a cut. You don't know if that guy is going to come from all the way over there and make the tackle.
Exactly.
Like, I don't think people understand that. It's like, oh, it was a run play. Yes, but that block, if you at least put some effort into it, that's one less guy that running back or that offensive line has to worry about.
Exactly.
Even if you just touch him and, like, push him hard and throw him off, that second of a hesitation or that off balance is going to cause him to get there slower. But if you don't touch him, they run right there. That could be the game-winning touchdown that you need, and you would have had it, but you didn't touch him, and he made the tackle.
Exactly. That could be the extra 3 yards that you need for a first down.
Yeah. You never know. Like, I understand it's like, oh, it was a run play. What if he would have broke it outside? That, as many of them do, it's not up the middle, and they somehow come back outside or they get through, and who's going to be the first one? That guy is because you didn't block him.
Exactly.
So
now they got you on film looking stupid, looking lazy. Now you got to explain yourself at practice.
I don't like wide receivers. Like, a lot of them bitch and complain because I don't get the ball. I don't do this. Like, dude, you're not going to have a fucking game, like a great game every single game.
Exactly. But I mean, think about it, bro. We both played offensive line and defensive line, so it's like we're used to just being in the mud. It is what it is. We don't care about acknowledgement. We don't care about yards, and you know what I mean. We're just out here getting dirty. Pause. We're just out here doing our thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And Kern likes getting dirty, baby. Down and
Oh
dirty.
man.
Rawr. But no, I mean, but it's like even like you'll have a good game, good couple games, and then they're covering you, and you don't throw it to them, and then they have like a couple bad games, and then they're like, "Oh well, I'm not happy." This dude, relax.
I want to trade. This is some bullshit.
I want to trade. I didn't get the ball, and then you
Buffalo.
throw it to him, and then it's like, dude.
Exactly. You throw it to them, they do nothing with it, and it's like, okay.
And it's like, dude, you've had good games. It's, dude, you got to utilize other players. If you're getting double teamed, I'm not going to throw it into double coverage.
Exactly. I'm not going to force a play and get an interception. Like,
and George Pickens, I'm going to tell you, he hasn't done enough to even act like that. Like, he has not shown me one thing. I don't care what is. You've missed plenty of passes.
Mm-hmm.
You have really, it's only your second, and you really have not done much. You've shown potential, but dude, what have you done to earn that? Like, nothing. You have honestly just shut the fuck up, close your mouth, continue, whatever.
Exactly.
Maybe if you didn't throw your quarterback and shit under the bus every fucking goddamn play, or have a shit ass attitude like you do, you wouldn't be sitting here wondering, oh, why don't you get the ball?
Exactly, but oh no, I'm just gonna be a little pussy about it and just cry and bitch and moan and blah 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 blah. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. So I mean, it's and there goes grown up Josh Allen. But yeah, so getting back to our league and everything is Emma pulled it off because Brock Purdy got like what 2 point something points, shit the damn bed, and here we are. Emma's in the semifinals, sneaking her way in.
I love to see it.
It's like you play down, like she'll go off, and like for some reason, it's someone will do bad, or she goes down here and you go lower. There's something about her team that is just like a curse.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she got hot at the right, and it's not like she wins. Like that was a convincing win.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like the amount of points she put up, but then to have Brock Purdy throw 4 interceptions, like what?
Mm-hmm.
Never would have thought that. But congrats to Ryan, congrats to Emma for moving on, and that sets up 2 very interesting matchups in the semifinals because you have Corey and Emma. Both teams kind of sneaked their way past the competition. Corey's had injuries, dude.
I know, but every week he's somehow pulled it out.
Yeah, but I mean, not every. Like he has through injuries and everything, he has snuck his way into the 2 seed. Hasn't been pretty.
Yeah.
He's had to go through quarterbacks. He lost Justin Jefferson. He's had a few others along the way. I think now he just picked up the 3rd string quarterback for Minnesota. Like he's had Kirk Cousins. He had the quarterback that they had last week, the Mullen or something, and now they're on to the rookie quarterback. So no matter who, like we kind of saw Corey. He's on a 3-game losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
But he finds a way to get in there. Like he found a way to get the 2 seed, get a first round bye.
I'm just glad it happened to him a little bit later than it happened to me.
Yeah.
Not at week 7 or week 6, I mean.
Yeah, and now he has Justin Jefferson back. Is pretty good. And then, but you have Emma, that team. I don't know what it is. It's finds a way to win. Always.
I mean, I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say it. I'm going to shut up.
She's sneaky. She is
Shut up.
sneaky. And
I don't wanna curse it.
and to get into the playoffs, she had to beat the defending champ, did it. Then she went up against the third seed, Mike, who, granted, had a good team. Won. Now she goes up against Corey, and those two teams right there have been, because we think about it, Corey's been up there, but Drew's taken over the top spot, and Drew's been the team to beat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the two sneaky teams that have like snuck their way through injuries, and somehow Emma, doesn't even matter if she's won games where Derrick Henry has scored like 2 points. She just
sneaky.
finds a way to win.
Yeah.
And then we go on the other hand, and we have Drew, the hottest team on an 8-game win streak, 7-game, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ryan, who's on like a 5 or 6-game win streak. So you have the two hottest teams. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Ryan got hot at the right time.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out Ryan.
So,
dope.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's these matchups are crazy. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Ryan's on a 5-game win streak. Drew's on an 8-game win streak. And Ryan's team has gotten pretty damn hot at the right fucking time and puts up a massive amount of fucking points.
Yeah, we're just a big old family over here at SFL.
Yeah, right? That's what we're talking about, man. But no, it's I think I like these matchups is you have the two hottest teams that can put up points, but we're coming 17-18, and people are getting their playoffs spots. Some people have already clinched. Some people have already got a certain seat in the NFL. No need for them to play, no matter what they do. So are we going to see Drew's team take a back seat? Because he can't pick up the 6 to 9 people he did in the first year.
That's true.
He said he picked up like backups, and it's like, all right, you picked up backups, but how many of them are going to produce what CMC does every single week?
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm excited because, like you said, what is he going to do now? Like he can't change his whole team.
And next week, like after this week, next week nobody can pick up anybody. Like it's set because it's a championship.
Oh, you're right.
So you can't pick up anybody. That's why I said in the group chat, I said be wise on who you pick up right here.
Yo,
think about the playoff spots, and I warned everybody. I said, people already have certain spots glued up. We have, some people are already in. Think about who you want and start considering backups. Your 2 people might want to be backups. So when it comes to next week, and you have people that are already in the playoffs who are not going to play a full game because it doesn't matter, you have the backups. And I warned everybody. No one did anything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad. From that aspect, I'm glad I'm glad I'm not in the playoffs.
Yeah. Did you really have to strategize when it comes to this part? Is because Drew wanted to where it's only 17 because he goes, oh, my team, if they're in the playoffs, dude, that's what's so great about it. As we saw Teddy do it the whole season, get backups, get replacements, because they might be coming handy later on down the line, especially this season with injuries.
Yep.
And, you have backups because if you get to the playoffs and people are already in and they're not playing, you have a fucking backup.
Yep.
That's what I did last year. Like, I picked up Jacksonville's defense. Dude, the 3 games that they played for me, all over 20-something points.
That's insane.
And I will honestly say Jacksonville was one of the reasons I won the championship.
Wow. But not tell Teddy that.
I mean, he was in last place, so it didn't really matter.
No, fair enough. You're right.
So yeah, definitely I'm excited for this playoff, especially these two matchups, because we could see fireworks on both of these games, and then it sets up a championship, which I'm looking forward to. Can Emma sneak her way in again?
Bro, I don't. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to curse it.
It's hard to any of them. It's hard to knock any of them out because they have literally. Corey finds a way to win, no matter who his quarterback is, no matter who he plays, injuries. Emma has just snuck her way in there. Has a little bit at a time. Has gone through losing streaks, gone through winning streaks. Got hot at the right time. Her team against me didn't even go off. It's just my team played bad. Then she goes off against Mike, but then Brock Purdy has a shitty-ass game. So it's like she plays the right matchups each week, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, she figures it out every time, bro. Every week she always figures it out. I don't know
she
how,
does.
but some way.
And, she's asked me, like, what would you do in this situation? I'm like, listen, you've made the playoffs every year. I've made it once. you somehow have figured out everything about fantasy football in 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, the 1 year you made it, you fucking won, though. So, I mean, she's coming to a good person.
I mean, she is I had Derrick Henry. And like I said, I picked up two people in the playoffs that kind of propelled me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's honestly, it's just like the NFL. If your team gets hot at the right time, that you just got to sail with it. You just got to keep on riding that wave and hoping that, it doesn't crash on you.
That's a fact, man.
And when, it's fun. I mean, this year it's been uneven, it's been eventful. Like, so many injuries, so many new players. The waiver wire, I could tell you, has been visited the most of any freaking season I've ever been a part of.
So much. It's been picked apart. Plays have been added for 1 week, dropped the next week, picked up again next week, dropped again.
Yeah. Quarterbacks, I think every quarterback on that list has been picked up at one time or another.
Bro, I have a Josh Dobbs on my roster.
Yeah. And he's not even playing now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what?
So, it's... Josh Dobbs has played, just to give you a perspective, on 2 teams this year.
Yeah. Like,
we have fucking
the craziest year.
We have Joe Flacco right now, leading the Browns to the fucking playoffs. Joe Flacco at 38 years old.
Bro,
coming out of retirement.
Flacco comes out of retirement, takes him to the ship, and wins it all.
That's going to be insane.
I don't know what I'll do. I don't know.
And then New York had Aaron Rodgers. The Jets had Aaron Rodgers. Gets hurt 75 seconds into the season. Now you have to rely on Zach Wilson. He got third string, Trevor Siemian, and someone else. They come in. Zach Wilson is the starter again. So they've been through like 5 different quarterbacks. Now Zach Wilson's on the bench. Trevor Siemian's back in. Joe Burrow went down. Now you have Browning, who's been pretty good.
Insane, bro.
You've seen a rookie over in Chicago when Justin Fields got hurt. Like, Josh Allen hasn't been he hasn't been replaced, but he hasn't been his normal self. I guess he has doing interceptions, but other than that.
Honestly, at this point, I'm just kind of waiting for Josh Allen to get replaced. It's not going to happen anytime soon.
No.
But.
Because he does enough.
Same thing. Rinse and repeat every year.
Oh, dude,
Starts off really good. Those are interceptions.
I don't even think he started off bad. Because he started off with the 4 picks.
Did he? I thought he had a really good year this year. Well, to start off with, at least.
No, remember the first game was against Aaron Rodgers when he went down. He threw 4 interceptions, 3 to Whitehead. The very first game.
You're right. I remember now.
And I will say the Madden curse came back this year because Allen was on the cover of that.
Mm-hmm.
Madden curse got him. Like, it's back. It came back this year. As, Brock Purdy has missed a couple games.
Mm-hmm.
Herbert's gone. Now you see Sticks over in the Chargers. You've seen Jameis Winston this year. I mean, Baker Mayfield. Look, we're looking at Baker Mayfield. He's putting up stats that, good Lord. Like, who the hell is Baker Mayfield leading the Buccaneers? And that team's looking pretty damn good.
That's a fact. I would not expect Baker Mayfield to be doing what he's doing right now at all.
No, I am gonna tell you, people better watch out for the Bucs. They kind of remind me of that first year with Tom Brady as the quarterback. They did enough to get in, and then as the wild card, the whole team started vibing, and then they all started getting healthy at the right time. And that Super Bowl is when the whole team played together as a full team.
I feel that makes sense. I can see that.
So they kind of have that same vibe going on, in my opinion. They're hot. They have a defense that can lead. They have a running game that is insane right now with White doing his thing. You still have Cade Otton, who can be a playmaker, but you still have Godwin. You still have freaking Mike Evans. The offensive line have been doing their thing.
Isn't Mike Evans on like his 10th 1,000-yard season or something like that?
Yeah, he's been in the league for 10 years, and he's gone over 1,000 each year.
Insane, man.
I think there's only 2 other people that have done that, and one of them has been Jerry Rice.
Really? Wow.
And I forget the other one. It might have been, I forget who it was, but it's only been 3 people, and he's the 3rd.
Jeez.
So, but I mean, it's been, and I just don't understand. Going into that Ravens 49ers game, you had 3 potential MVP candidates. You had Purdy, who was front runner. You had Lamar Jackson, and you had CMC. I don't understand how one bad game of Brock Purdy, and he's nowhere in the MVP anymore. Like, he's below Josh Allen. He's below all these people. And I'm like, after one game? Like, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. And Patrick Mahomes is still up there. Like, you cannot give it to Patrick Mahomes. He has played like shit this year. Regardless of what his receivers are doing, it's not, you can't, like, the fact that they still think he is a potential MVP. No, he is not. He is nowhere near. Baker Mayfield has pretty much the same stats as him, if not better, this year. Like, come on. You got to get him out of that. Like, and they still think, oh, he's a number 1 quarterback this year. No, he's not. You cannot say he's the best quarterback this year because he has not been.
No.
Lamar Jackson, as much as I hate it, I wasn't a fan of him because he had one good season. He's having a good season this year. I'll give it to him. He should be in front of Allen or Patrick Mahomes. You have Purdy up there doing his thing. Even Jared Goff is doing his thing.
Yeah.
But Jared Goff isn't in the MVP candidates. In my opinion, the most valuable player in the NFL right now is CMC.
Oh, without a doubt.
If we're going to go most valuable player on a team, because if you take CMC off of the 49ers, as good as that team, there is no way in hell they've only lost 3 games.
Yeah. Without a doubt, he's the most valuable player on that team.
Of the whole NFL. Is without him, of what he does, he's thrown the ball. He's rushed the ball. He's caught the ball. Like, every single time, it's like, dude. And the fact that he's not number one, it's Lamar Jackson now. And it's like, dude, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand it's a quarterback's league, but what CMC is doing is absolutely insane.
Bro, it's unheard of.
It's ridiculous.
So unheard of.
You don't see someone that can catch the ball and become a running back and run through the holes like he does, as little as he is, and then break ankles and get into the open field and he's gone.
Exactly.
Like, you run the defense or the offense around CMC, not around Brock Purdy, not around Deebo Samuel, around CMC.
Mm-hmm. And with such a threatening run game that not even that 49ers has, that he is.
Yeah.
Because you can put him on any team and he's going to do what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I did it with Carolina.
And to have Trent Williams as your starting left tackle,
Yeah,
like, it's, you know what I mean? So it's like, you can't sit. This brings back to the previous conversation. Like, yes, Brock Purdy. I'm so happy for you. Do your thing. Ball out.
Yeah.
But if you did not have those key components, I kind of feel like you weren't doing your thing.
My thing with Brock
Purdy,
Purdy,
carry for over 100 yards every game. Deebo
he's
Samuel,
over 100.
He's gonna. Go ahead.
Yeah, CMC is going to get over 100 total yards. Total yards. Every game, pretty much. Even his bad game is a good game.
Exactly. So you know what I mean? So, like, you can't sit. Yeah. Deebo Samuel's bad game still equals a decent game for a mediocre receiver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A phenomenal game for a mediocre receiver, I mean. So it's like, you can't sit there and say, oh, Brock Purdy is doing his thing. Bro, he's doing nothing but screens, slants. He hasn't been handing it off.
But working
screen of whatchamacallit, CMC. So it's like, you can't sit there and say he's an MVP quarterback when he's not. Yes, he's facilitating the ball. He's spreading the ball. He's doing his thing. But with those key components, bro, I could be a fucking MVP quarterback.
Dude, I understand where you're coming from. But if you put Brock Purdy, and I will say this, on the Jets, I guarantee you Jets make the playoffs. Brock Purdy on the Jets, they make the playoffs.
I don't know.
All right. The thing is this, is you put Brock Purdy on the Jets, is Brock Purdy has the field awareness. He knows, like, he can read a defense. Is not every quarterback has that. Yes, he just threw 4 interceptions. Okay, it happens to the greatest. It happens to everybody. Tom Brady's thrown 4 interceptions. Peyton Manning's thrown 4 interceptions. Like, these great quarterbacks, it's happened. But he can read a defense. That is what's lacking in a lot of these quarterbacks, is they panic when they're rushed, when they get pressure on them. They don't know what to do. Brock Purdy has shown that at times, but for the most part, he's pretty calm, cool, and collective. You don't see that every game. It's not like he's throwing 4 interceptions a game. It was one of those fluke games. If you put him on the Jets, I guarantee you the Jets would be in the playoffs. Is because he would get it to Garrett Wilson. He'd get it to the other wide receivers. They have a good running game with Hall. That defense is phenomenal. Is they don't get enough credit is because they're always on the field. There's a bunch of shit that's... And we are following Thursday night football. It is 34-17. The Browns are up at halftime. This is kind of a high-scoring game. Dude, David Njoku has 128 yards receiving at halftime. Joe Flacco, 3 touchdowns with 296 yards at halftime. Are you freaking kidding me right now? And then Jerome Ford has 116 yards and 2 TDs. And it's only halftime. So we have a bunch of bunch of freaking stats right now. So, now that I went on my rant, let me hear your end. You think if Zach Wilson went to the 49ers, he'd still be good?
I think he would be a lot better than what he is right now.
Okay.
He has an offensive line. He has a running back. He has wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
He has a tight end. He has literally every position needed to be good as a quarterback if he went to the 49ers. Literally everything. There's no I'm missing of this, I'm missing of that. It's you have everything in place to be good. So it's like how you know what I mean? How can you mess that up? Unless you're just that bad.
He can't read a defense. He does. He panics.
I get it.
His
I get
football
it. But
IQ
still, man.
sucks.
I guess. I'm just saying, like, I just feel like.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm not going to say he wouldn't be better than what he was, but I don't think he'd be all that better.
No, I get it. I think he would, honestly. I genuinely think he would have a better shot at being better than what he is. He has a better coach. He has a coach that will be like, okay, you're asked. You can't read a defense. We make it simple for you. What is that defensive end doing? That he's staying? Bet. Throw the slant. Or hand it off to CMC. Oh, he's rushing? Bet. Throw the slant. Boom. Simple. Touchdown. You know what I mean? He will break it down enough to where it's like, okay, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Like he'll make it enough to where he'll get it. He'll be a top caliber quarterback. Whereas if right now he has too much going on, they're not breaking it down and simplifying it enough to him where he's like, oh, okay, bet this is what the offense has to be done. This is how it has to be ran. This is what I have to do.
I understand what you're saying because he has the team around it. I got that. But when he does have to throw the ball, you have to rely on him to actually throw the ball and be a QB, and that's what he lacks.
I get it. Trust me, like I do. I really do.
All I am saying is Brock Purdy has that football IQ to where he can do a check down, where he can throw it away, or every now and then he'll throw it up for grabs.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, Brock Purdy just doesn't go for the hell of it. As those interceptions last game, 2 of them got batted down.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, I think his receiver, it may have been. I don't know. I think the other 2 were just bad. It was interceptions. It happens. But I just don't think Zach Wilson is that guy. There's some people that just lack football because they're not meant to be a QB.
I get it. I really do. I do. But I'm just saying, like, Trent Williams went down, right?
Yeah.
What did Brock Purdy do? He shit the bed.
He didn't. I guess he did shit the bed. I understand that.
Deebo Samuel wasn't playing, but Trent Williams was. What happened to Brock Purdy?
No, he did good. He won.
But he wasn't the same Brock Purdy. He didn't have that same safety blanket.
But he's played enough without Deebo to be a good quarterback. Because then he relied on George Kittle.
I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying. I just think you put Brock Purdy. He's once in a lifetime kind of person. He's a rare talent. I honestly think you put him on the Jets, he would have led them to the playoffs. That is my firm belief, just because of his ability to read, and he doesn't make the same mistakes as some of these other quarterbacks, like Josh Allen, continually every fucking year does the same shit because he has a strong arm. Let me just throw it. Why? But I'm not going to blame Brock Purdy when he does those little dink and donks. That is what Tom Brady lived on for 20 years in New England. are those slants. Throw it to your receivers and let them work. He had Edelman, he had Wes Welker, Danny Amendola, he had those little Chris Hogan, those little white receivers that no one ever heard of until he got with Tom Brady and did the slants.
Mm-hmm.
Did screens. Did out routes. Like, dude, that's all they did. That's what they made a living off of, is because you do that, you get separation because now you have a linebacker on a little, small, fast wide receiver. Who do you think is going to win that battle? And let him play smart. Do that, and it opens up the field. Start running the ball and doing that, and then you can go deep. And that's what Tom Brady did so much of. Is you had to protect all areas of the field with Tom Brady.
That is true.
Everybody was like, oh, well, he just made a living. Yes, but why wouldn't you? If that's what's working, is Tom Brady proved that he could throw it downfield if he really wanted to. So, why not? If I have an option of putting Julian Edelman on a linebacker and having the linebacker guard Julian Edelman on a slant, I'm going to Julian Edelman 100% of the time. Because if you tell me that a linebacker is going to catch Julian Edelman up the middle and go and race him foot, not a shot in hell. He's going to get an extra 10, 15 yards every time.
Exactly. No.
That's what wide receivers are for. Catch the ball, run. Yards after catch. That's what makes the great ones great.
That's a fact.
If we didn't have yards after catch, we wouldn't be sitting here rating wide receivers off that. That's good for Russell Wilson. What do you think about him getting benched the last 2 games?
Honestly, I feel like Sean Payton's just done with Russell Wilson. I feel like he's seen what he can do, and like, you're not going to make us any better. You're not going to take us where we want to be. So go ahead and sit your happy ass down on this bench and chill for a little bit. That's how I feel about it, honestly. I feel like I'm cool with it.
I'm not.
I feel like it was a smart move. Why?
Well, I'm going to tell you, they're doing it for contract reasons. That's the only reason they're doing it. Because they save a certain amount if he sits the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is this. Everybody gave up on Sean Payton. Everybody gave up on Russell Wilson in the beginning of the season. Here we are. They're still in the playoff hunt. They came back. You believed in Russell Wilson this whole time. And now you have a chance to make the playoffs and you're going to give up on him? He's got you to this point, and you've believed in him all the way up until this point because you never once wanted to bench him. You didn't like him, but you didn't think your backup was good enough to come in and replace Russell Wilson. But now with playoffs on the line and they're still in playoff contention, you're going to tell me now is the time to bench Russell Wilson? When he proved to you he has what it takes after all the criticism that he got, is he's led you here? Now is the right time to bench him?
If you put it that way,
just so you can save money, it's pretty much a Sean.
If you put it that way,
yeah. Sean Payton saying he's being petty as hell, going, "We're going to save the money. You're not coming back next year, so pack your bags now and get the hell out of Denver." That's all it is right now. It's a guaranteed he's not back. He's not coming back next year. After this week, we only have one more week, maybe, of fantasy football. Some people are done.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Some people's championships. Huh?
That's so crazy.
Yeah. I know some people that ended like week. What are we in? Like week 15 or something. It was weird. And I'm like, I said, what? Like, I get it because everybody's going to be healthy or no one's going to have, like, the playoffs. But, like, 15's way too soon.
But yeah, I could not imagine a week 15 playoff. Like,
Yeah, you
so
only
much has
play,
happened
like,
in week 16, 17, and 18. Like, so much happens.
yeah. I fucking love going 17 and 18. Like, I love going 18.
Yeah. I love it. It's been awesome. It's been so much fun.
It has. And I'm excited for this week's semifinals because, like I said, is you have two matchups, the two hottest teams, and the two teams that just know how to win, no matter who's in their lineup, who they play.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is going to be good, and like I hope these are good games. Is I really do think the Drew and Ryan game we're about to see fire. I think it's going to be a high scoring game.
I hope so, man. I hope so.
I think it's going to be a high scoring game, and we don't have to worry about Monday Night Football. So all the games are going to be done Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to know who's in the final by Sunday night. So then I can start polishing the belt, can start waxing it, doing what I got to do, because it ain't going in my hands no more.
Dang, man. I was hoping it was coming to me, so we wouldn't have to travel too far, but...
You know what else I'm thinking? Since we have these shirts, get it, and then put their name on the back, and then put the year of when they won it.
That'd be dope.
Then have like a little hat
That's not a bad idea.
with this.
Yeah.
So when you win,
like with their initials in it or something.
Yeah, I mean we can just put like just this and maybe like let's say what are we 23? Just put like a 23 there, so the year. And each year we just give it to someone.
I'm down for that, honestly. I'm very down for that.
Yeah. So it's looking forward to it, man. Is let's next week we'll get one step closer to see where we have to travel to deliver this belt. It's kind of fun though. Is like I sit back and even though like I didn't have to go anywhere next year, I just had to take it from Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it was me, but I already had it because I had to like put like the name on the back or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is I got to keep it, but like when I delivered it to Drew, as much as I hated it, it was actually pretty sick. Because you deliver them,
sounds dope.
And like you deliver it to him, and it's like you're the fucking commissioner.
Yeah,
like
it sounds mad.
Your league, and you get to just hand it off to the champion.
I need to experience that one time.
Yeah,
I just need that one time in my life, bro. Just one time.
Dude, it ain't gonna be this year.
Yeah.
We might be seeing you go downtown Orlando or something.
Bro, like I said, I would throw in an extra 50, 100. I don't care what I got to do.
Man, hey, Kern, a bet's a bet, man.
A bet's a fucking bet.
You just got your kid a bunch of instruments. Play one of those.
No.
Play the tambourine. Yeah. Play the tambourine.
Bro, I'm not.
But, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we have good games. Good luck to Drew and Ryan, Emma, Corey. Good luck to you all.
Man, good luck to everybody playing in the main playoffs.
The semifinals. Keep playing for those who are in the losers for see where we draft next year.
Woo!
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Should be a fun rest of the season either way, man.
It should. I'm
excited to see who wins. I got my money on someone. I'm not going to say who it is.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx them. So I'm just keep it to myself.
That I can't wait till like next season.
Mm-hmm.
Where we spice things up. Now we got like a whole season under our belts, and like we know kind of what to do and get like a better like editing platform, or get someone to do it, is it's all a learning process. But it's I can't wait till fucking next year. We can play around with it a little bit more, even the off season. But
like, it's been fun, man. Honestly, it's been so fun.
it has, and we're doing a lot better than I thought.
No.
But yeah, Kern, another week down. Semifinals are here, baby. Football season's almost done.
I love it.
Dude, it's been fun. Still got 2 more weeks, baby. 2 more weeks, so good luck. Like we said to Corey, Emma, Ryan, and Drew. Good luck on the semifinals. And we're going to be down to 2 next week, man. It's championship next week.
Yeah. Like you said, good luck to everybody out there. Do your thing. Bless up. You know what I mean? Good luck to your teams. Hopefully they stay healthy. And, hey, for that secret someone, bring it home.
Bring it home, baby. Bring it home. Kern, see you next week.
Yes, sir.
It's been fun. Stay golden.
Hey, be easy, Bido.
Later.